Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to Islamic Human Rights Commission's launch. We're very proud and happy to be launching Brother Muhammad Hamza's Intifada Street exhibition. Really excitingly, it's the first physical exhibition of Intifada Street ever, and it's an honor for it to be hosted here at the Islamic Human Rights Commission. I'm Sukant Chandan, and I'm speaking and hosting in my capacity as the events officer here at IHRC. Now, we have a really nice format event today in which we're going to combine and coalesce the conversation with Brother Muhammad Hamza with a few spoken word pieces. And before really we start anything proper, I would like to invite Sister Sana, who we've, I'm sure, all been looking forward to, I have, to be reciting, I think, one of pieces penned by Brother Muhammad Hamza. But Sister Sana will also be reciting one of our own pieces later. So please welcome yourselves and Sister Sana and ourselves to the event. Thank you.
The first poem I'm going to read is by Hamza, and it's called My Calling, and it's actually on that piece over there in the corner. So, My Calling. If it's predetermined, then why do I fight? Surely if it's written, I should accept it. With the master plan torn up, but that's not me, it never has been. I tempt fate, it doesn't tempt me. Besieged I am by the vindictive and wicked, I count my blessings, but as soon as they are accounted for, I trust the glass jar of life they were contained within. Now at my feet they lay scattered on the plain floor. Blessings they are not. They are by design comforts to help me ignore. Guilt blemishes my every desire. Happiness is an alien feeling. By definition, it sets me on fire, rather like those claiming a truth yet are blind to see. I only have sarcasm to get me through the day. It allows me to count the cost, to cover the loss, my dismay. I'm serious, I'm not here to play. Time is of an essence, and today is the day. I scream towards the sky. Only if I could, I'd tear down the blanket that separates us, so my anguish is heard. Only then can I stay. The apologetic so-and-sos can't convince me. How is standing on your laurels gonna change anything? I don't take well to instruction. I don't do things for the sake of being forgiven. I revel in the possibility of a challenge, a purpose defined, not a superficial display, that's forbidden. My calling will reach you, rather like the prevailing wind from the Gaza Strip to the West Bank, from the streets of Manama, east to Kashmir, and back again.
Now from that you probably have, that really encapsulates so much of the complexities and the beauty and the traumas and the challenges and the quest for justice, which is encapsulated in the artwork of Brother Muhammad Hamza. Now I know, just to let you know, you're here with brothers and sisters, so you're in good company and in sympathetic company, so I do hope that you feel relaxed with us. So we're gonna go through a few questions. So first off, really, just I suppose an obvious question is, when did you start creatively engaging with your issues in art as a means for expressing your political views?
Assalamu alaikum everyone. I probably want to start by saying today's event I want to do as a tribute to the grandson of Malcolm X. We never met, but we became friends on Facebook. He encouraged a lot of my work. You know, what you see here today probably wouldn't be here. You know, because I got many people criticizing me for certain things I was doing, and he supported me throughout. So yeah, this is for him. Sadly, he passed away last year. I'm sure people are aware of what kind of happened with him. But yeah, 3 years ago, I'd lost my job. Just come back from Gaza, and I had loads of time on my hand. So yeah, for 13 months I had no job. I had to do something to express how I felt. Intifada Street kind of bloomed from that. Yeah.
Well, I think it was at that time that it came to my attention, I think for everyone else's attention through the social networks, the artwork of Intifada Street, and it really made a big impact, I think, quite quickly as soon as you were putting up the pieces. So on behalf of everyone, thank you for expressing these issues in such an effective way. Now, when I look at your artwork, I can see certain historical styles and influences, and obviously the personification of struggle is reflected through your work as well. But is there any particular artist you've taken inspiration from yourself?
Most people have probably heard of Latouf. I think he pronounces his name correctly. But yeah, he's a revolutionary artist. He uses similar, well, I'd say colourful sort of comic style of presenting the situation, political situation in the world. But besides him is the man behind Handala, a character, Palestinian character. Naji Ali, yeah. He was probably the greatest influence for me because he was probably one of the very first that kind of personalised what was happening. So yeah, he was a great influence, yeah, his work.
I'm really happy you've actually cited Naji Ali,
Yeah.
because I think he's an artist that's not really well known, especially to the younger generation.
He's not. They're more aware of the character, Handala character rather than the artist. But yeah, he was an amazing human being.
Absolutely. I always felt like there's some similarities to Charlie Chaplin in Handala in a certain
Yeah, it
way.
certainly is.
Kind of tragicomical kind of.
Yeah, yeah, certainly. But yeah, I realised very early on that images, because people don't read as much as they should. We almost have like a PlayStation generation. Less and less people read. So probably the easiest way to read someone is through the visual image. So initially I've always been writing poetry, but I thought this would be a more direct way of, connecting with people is through art, visual art.
You mentioned before some of the flack you get.
Yeah.
You feel that that's increased because of your expression through art, that you receive more positive and negative feedback than the word?
Yeah, certainly. Definitely through the art, because of art, you would expect to be attacked by people, or criticised, shall I say, by people who are pro-Israel, and you're presenting an image of Israel which they don't agree with, But you'd be surprised how many people have attacked me for my work who are from the Muslim background, for example, but they have some extreme views of the religion, and because I'm presenting human form in many of my work, they take a great offence to that.
Brother Malcolm X features heavily
Yeah,
in your work, and he's a great inspiration to so many of us. So, I mean, how do you find the inspiration through Malcolm X? How does he chime with you?
He's so relevant, even after all these years. If you apply his criteria, and if you read the book, you can apply it to the current situation in places like Palestine, Kashmir, and other places around the world. For that reason, he's really important. And on top of that, he was always someone he was never closed-minded. He was very open to ideas, transformation, and that's the greatest beauty of who Malcolm was. And that's why I've always admired him. And for me, he was probably the greatest orator of the last century. When he spoke, you had to stop and listen. And even now, when I go through his various speeches, and especially in the Oxford Union, we really could do with a Malcolm today. I know many people have said it, but it's so true.
Absolutely. This is probably a good time to bring in Brother Ibrahim Sincere. My sister Sana was indicating also that might be appropriate time. So, Brother Ibrahim, you want to come up and recite one of your? Please welcome Brother Ibrahim Sincere. I'm sure everyone knows him.
How long do you have?
As I'm kind of flexible.
Yeah.
How long would you like to have?
It might take about 10 minutes.
Yeah, good.
Is that alright? 10
Yeah.
minutes? Is that fine?
Yeah.